Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man and it's time to make some soap. So what I'm going to be doing today is a repeat of one I did a few months ago. I called it Juicy Pear because I used Juicy Pear fragrance from Nurture Soap. I'm going to be doing something similar. Actually, I'm going to be doing basically the same soap today, but I'm going to go based on the spiced pear. I'm going to be using blueberry and spiced pear from Crafter's Choice, which can be purchased from wholesalesuppliesplus.com. This smells fantastic. If this holds up and doesn't go crazy in cold process soap, it'll be a new favorite. I think it is a fairly new fragrance because there aren't a whole lot of reviews on it. So I'll kind of go along with you. I'm going to have a tall skinny mold, be using my tall skinny mold. I'm going to have 3 different textured layers and some piping on the top. So I'll just kind of bring you along how I'm doing it as we go along with the process. Let's get an emulsification. I'm soaping a little bit warm, which is okay because I want these layers to set up quickly. And although I haven't tested this fragrance, and it's a relatively new one, there aren't many reviews, as long as it doesn't go crazy, even if it does accelerate some, it'll be to my advantage. So let's first achieve a very, very light basic emulsification. Which has been achieved. And I will divide this into 4 equal containers. And as always is the case, close is good enough. Scrape the majority of the remnants out of here so nothing goes to waste. And 3 of these are going to go away for a little while. So let's start with our first color, which will be Nurture Soap's Green Vibrance. It looks beautiful. And I am going to hit this with a stick blender quickly. And pour in our fragrance, and I know I've done my homework. I can safely use this entire bottle. I could actually use more, but I know I can safely use this whole bottle, so I'm just pouring straight from the bottle. Moment of truth. No ricing, which is good. No separation, which is good. So even if it accelerates a little, that's okay. But it's not, but since it's new, that's all I dare do with the stick blender. Let's quickly get this into our mold. I'm going to pour it on an angle with this nifty little device my friend Cheryl sent me, and I should have had this set up already, and I did not. Shame on me. And it's a little thick now because I'm soaping a little warmer, but that's okay because I'm going to texture this. I'm not going for smooth, straight lines. So I will shut us down for just a minute while that sets up just a little bit more. And I'll be back. Alright, we are moving quickly, so let me get this textured. I'll be cautious with the stick blender on this next layer. And let me get a mica line on this. This is Nurture Soap's Mocha Brown, which is going to be the mica layer. Actually, let me set that flat because it can definitely hold its shape now. Okay. So let's work on our next layer, which is going to be white. And my TD is pre-mixed in oil. And I'm going to just hand stir this fragrance in. And I'm going to give that Mocha Brown just a little squirt of alcohol, basically just to kind of wet it and sort of semi-anchor it. And it also gives me a chance to clean up the sides just a little bit. so I don't have it floating up the sides and I have a nicer side on the soap. Okay. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, my batter is setting up quickly on me. I don't think it's the fragrance, I think it's my temperature. I think this fragrance is behaving very well. So let's get our next mica. That will definitely hold its shape. Let's see. Let's give this a little squirt to anchor it. And let's get our yellow on the top because we are setting up. Okay, it's a little bit more pourable now. And I will be back in a minute as soon as I get the soap frosting mixed. Okay, so Alright everybody, it's time to cut the soap. If you watched the piping part of the soap, you saw what a disaster it was, hence the funeral music and the name of the video. So yeah, as long as the inside of the soap looks okay, I can take a vegetable peeler and shave that off. This is the piping. I just couldn't do anything with it. It was not the fragrance oil. I know it wasn't the fragrance oil. I soaped a little bit too hot because the soap kept setting up in the containers, and when I got to the piping, it was really set up. I didn't think I'd get it mixed in and get the colors mixed in, but I put the fragrance oil in, which loosened it to a thin pudding stage and allowed me to get it mixed up, but it set up again quickly. When I picked up the piping bag, it was hot. I knew I was in trouble. So let's just see what the soap looks like, because I had trouble getting these layers in too, where it was just setting up so quickly, and I soaped too warm. It was just a few degrees hotter than usual, but with this recipe, below 85 is the ideal, and I was just slightly above it. It smells fantastic. I'll buy this fragrance again if it sticks up. Yep, if it holds up. Yep, that's what I wanted in the soap. I just wanted some nice piping on the top. So, oh well. Lesson learned, especially if I'm not going to do a quick pour. Let it cool down below 85, and I know that. Yeah, the inside looks great. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the way the soap turned out. And as far as the top goes, I'll take a vegetable peeler and trim that up, clean it up. So yeah, these look pretty nice. And this fragrance, once again, smells fantastic. I will go back and buy a big bottle of that. I just soaped a little too warm. Lesson learned. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later this weekend. All right, bye.